Friday afternoon, and it's the 3rd of May, and there's sunshine outside, which is hard to believe on the south coast of England. Anyway, I've just honed the blade on this original Weck sexto blade from New York. It came with this original blade, which, believe it or not, actually has corrosion on it. Now, I thought they were stainless, but perhaps the earlier blades weren't. Anyway, this one, as you can see, has traces of corrosion. However, it didn't stop me from putting it on the stones, and now it has a very fine 12K edge. Now, the interesting thing is, I don't suppose I can show this for you. I can only try. But the original edge is a very strange edge. It's a mechanically made edge, of course, and there's definitely staining on it. Anyway, it's at a strange angle. It's a very thin blade. The angle I put it at has actually given it like a better angle, shall we say. It was that angle, and now it's at that angle. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting tired. I haven't got the words. Anyway, I'm going to compare it to this one, which is a nice Kismet. Now, Kismet blades are very, very similar, probably a little bit later and a little bit better. But the Kismet, interestingly enough, I've only used this once, maybe twice, 2 shaves, and it won't pass the hanging hair test as well as this one, the original Kismet with its original blade, which I've just honed to 12K. This one actually hanging hair tests better. But there is a little tiny bit of corrosion which I probably haven't fully removed in my honing. Anyway, I'll shut up. Let's get on. So let's see, what shall we use today? I shall use lukewarm water. Because, unfortunately, it's just about warm enough today for my central heating not to have cut in to warm my water. So it's not going to be a great shave. Anyway, I'm going to use my usual synthetic because I don't like the smell of dead badger. Funny that. I must be very odd. For a change, let's use some Cella Red. I've got a lot of space for Cella Red. It's a cheap soap, but it's a kind soap. It's the almond oil in it, so I'm told. Almond oil, I've found, is very kind. It's not the same quality as a Martin de Condre or any of the Saponificios, but cheap and cheerful, rather like Chevettes. So this might be quite interesting because if it actually shaves well, it does mean that you can buy yourself an original Weck sexta blade with an original blade or two, and you can actually hone them back to being as they should be. In fact, you might even be able to hone them to how they should be and better. So anyway, that's me being a bit hopeful. Let's see if we can get this looking reasonably good. Yeah, that'll do. I'm not terribly fussed today. I've been honing and videoing and editing the videos. God, it takes forever, guys. I hope some of you find this vaguely amusing, or at least worthwhile. Anyway, that's it. That's now just about got enough. There's the little lid. So, Cella. Nice stuff, as I say. Nice, cheap and cheerful. Very good quality. As it should be. It's Italian. And most things Italian are wonderful. So, let's start off with this. This is the original 1900 and I don't know what sexta blade from New York. It's got the original blade that came with it. As you can see, the scales on this are really very, very nice quality, very much traditional straight razor scales. So I'm hoping that this blade in it will respond to my honing. Let's find out. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, That's not bad at all. Would I say it is as good as the 12K edge on a proper straight razor? Probably not. But it's shaving, and it's shaving well. Little tiny bit draggy on the moustache. So let's do the next test. But you can see it's certainly getting the stubble off. Next test, let's try a German Kismet with a Kismet blade in it. Would you know what? The Kismet's not as good. I'll be damned. Now it's dragging. Now, I would say I haven't got any really hot water. So this is a little bit unfair, but it's equally unfair on both of them. And so far, not too bad actually on the moustache. But definitely draggy. I'll go over the same area. Well, a little bit of the same area. I mean, you know, it's working, but not as good as a straight razor. However, let's go back to the Sexter blade, the Weck, and see. Well, I'll be damned. It's better. So this has been honed by yours truly to 12K, and is better than a only once used. I think I wrote it down somewhere. I can't remember where I put it. I think it might be, I think it might be at the most twice. A twice used Kismet. So, don't say much for a quick Kismet, does it? I would still say it's not a patch. What I used the other day. The other day, I was very happy to use two razors. The Puma in particular, the old Puma, which is 1925, 1930 by Latijum and Soon. And the old Puma, well actually both razors were honed on a cuticle, but one cuticle being slightly different to the other. Please don't ask me which one was which, I haven't got a clue. But I like cuticles. Anyway, that gave a very, very good shave. Bill tells me, hello Bill, that it's a good idea to perhaps try, after a cuticle, the Black Arkansas, to refine the edge even more. This is not bad. It ain't going to be claimed as the best shave I've ever had, but it's not bad. So it was a completely useless blade. And when I say useless, it wouldn't cut the skin on a tomato. And now, lo and behold, it has been resurrected, reborn. It's shaving well. Yikes, who would have thought? I don't really like the feel of this type of Chevette. It's very skinny. But look at that. I haven't got any music on because I forgot. I've only just finished honing this. Hopefully you might take a look at the video. It's not a long one. But anybody who's vaguely interested in honing and has a Sexter blade or two, yes, they can be honed. And they give a reasonable shave. Bit bit of an emergency sort of shave, really. I mean, I'm not claiming this to be the be all and end all of all shaves, but what I would say is, if you've got a nice little box for one of these and it's got a few blades in it, the original blades I'm talking about, the original sexta blades, you can hone them up and have a lovely set. Bit of buffing. Yeah. Obviously I'm a straight razor man, first and foremost. But I don't know how old this blade is. I'm guessing very old. And I believe the late sexta blades were in fact stainless. And this one's not stainless, or rather hardly stainless. Stainless is a moot point. I'm actually quite enjoying this now. Look at that. I haven't used the Chevettes in a few weeks, so I'm learning as I go along today, chaps. But this is a 12K edge, and it's very, very nice. It's certainly better than the Kismet, which I've already said, so sorry, I'm rabbiting on. It's towards the end of the day. In fact, oh my goodness me. Do you know it's coming up 7 o'clock PM? That's English time. Sunshine! Can't believe it. Sunshine on me. Through the window, but it's still sunshine. How about that? Successful shave, reclaimed edge on ancient cartridge style razor. With lukewarm water, Italian, rather nice Italian soap, odourless. Well, I haven't got the best nose. So what do you think of that, guys? Perfectly good shave on what should have been a thrown away dead cartridge, but it isn't. And here's the big advantage. I did the whole lot in situ. So there's no need to make little special rigs. This was done in situ, and you can hone it. And look at this. It comes out. There it is. And it goes back in. And it can be cleaned, as it will be, and washed. I think that's a bit of a success story. Anyway, chaps, thanks so much for tuning in to Martin's Shave Tests. Do please subscribe. I want to do more of this stuff because it's exciting. And to be able to restore things, which I've done all my life, by the way, but to be able to restore things and make them live again. I don't believe in disposal. Do you know what? That feels absolutely great. I thought it would be rubbish. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So, who would have thought? Anyway, yeah, I'm going to put a little bit and waste some more of your time. A little bit of the challah, the red challah on my skin, which by the way doesn't need it because it feels perfectly fine. Did I cover every single spot of my face and get every single piece of stubble removed? No, I bloody well didn't, because it's getting late. I'm using tepid, slightly water. Is there any irritation? Is there any blood spots? No, there's not. That was a perfectly fine shave on a probably 100-year-old Chevette. Thank you guys for watching. Do please make some comments and tell your friends I want more subscribers. Bye for now.